Awesome. Welcome back to the one and only MICPT.com podcast with the owner of the iconic Made in Compton Store. Bone, how are you today?
I'm good in yourself.
Great. Absolutely. I'm sure you have something you would like to share at the top of the show.
Yeah, Compton in the box is still the best thing going. Up to 50% off all purchases. All you got to do is become a member and subscribe.
That part right there. And just really quick, I want to share the show on YouTube. Let's go to a commercial about the one and only Compton in a Box. Yes, indeed.
Yes, I'm here at Made in Compton Store. Getting a gift for my homegirl. Happy birthday. From Made in Compton Store. Yeah.
Now you gotta love that. Can you imagine gifting a whole Compton in a box to someone?
Man, that's the beauty of it. I mean, it's just a segue to being what you call generous.
Wow, absolutely. That part. And it's one thing to have the one and only holidays and everything. And then there's the after effect after the holidays. And it's like the new year don't really get started till February.
Sometimes they say March.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Absolutely. Yeah, so that is a trip. And then, but with that in mind, it's always good to get more rest as well as, get things back in order like those bills and so forth that sometimes, we have to make arrangement maybe here and there. But, we just have this gift to want to give, and sometimes, it makes you have to move around a little differently with your finances. So Compton in the Box definitely is an all year wonderful, wonderful opportunity and an experience. So with that in mind, I'm going to share. If you haven't been on micpt.com, this is a quick commercial just so you can see the new flyer as well. Yes, absolutely. And if you're not certain about which podcast we play this or play that, please note that you can always call the store. You can, if you live locally, stop by the store. Yesterday, we do podcasting now 7 days a week. And there's a plethora of information being disseminated in various places. I know. And I thought it was so neat to have a customer come today and introduce one of his family members to the store and let us know that they're going to come back, but he just got in town and he's just taking them around some of the landmarks that's different since the last time that his cousin visited the one and only city of Compton. And so I thought that was really neat. So just note that yes, we have newsletters, we have blogs, and you can definitely come to the store and see what's new since the last time you were there. And by all means, you can ask me, can you catch me up? What's new here in the store today, because I know it's so much. And we have different areas, from the faith-based clothing area to the authors services area to the wall of the sea of snapback hats to the runway of t-shirts, hoodies, joggers, shorts, the the accessory table. Just knowing that Bone is busy doing many custom tees and so forth. So yes, please note that outside of Compton in the Box and you're local, come to the store. Yes, and if you are local and you want to subscribe to Compton in the Box, I can also help you with that. It only take about 4 minutes, and then you got 50% off everything you see in the store. All right. So with that in mind, Bone, I'm sure you have something to share. With what we're about to do is utilize this wheel of names, but you want to talk about the couple of raffles right away?
Yeah, we have the instant raffle for the people that's just stopping through, like the tourists. And then we had a raffle, the ongoing raffle for the locals, where for $2 you can enter to get a box that's valued at $66. And for $2, it's just an amazing chance to, win big. And we try to just offer like a whole lot of different things in the main Compton store, just so people can feel like, they can come there and they can get something for little or nothing.
With a whole lot of value. Absolutely. So here we are. Check this out. We are going to get rid of those right there. And so you can see a little bit larger there. Thank you for that. I mean, that's so much fun. I mean, when we did that raffle that last time with the LA Hood Life Tour, it was phenomenal. Oh my goodness. Now you saw this spinning. I didn't do that. Absolutely. Now, check this out. Compton in a Box. We played a couple of commercials when we started, but Bone, it's so much to talk about that Compton in the Box, and we're not going to talk about it long. But for anybody that just say they just heard of it for the first time, what would you say?
I would say be able to get everything under the roof for half off. All you have to do is become a member. And when you become a member, you have access to the podcast, you have access to the newsletter, access to the blog, access to the honorable mentions. It's just so much that come with it. And if you write a book, we'll sell your book and market and promote your book at the store. So,
Ab-
we just got so much stuff that comes with being a member of the Made in Compton store, Compton in the Box.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we are moving forward here. Hopefully, next time we'll get a chance to do the mystery box reveal of who won. Yes, indeed. All right. We have featured in newsletter. Now, if even if you're not an author, but maybe you have an event, like say for instance, you're supporting children that are going abroad somewhere, maybe they're traveling to Australia, and there's a push or campaign for more people to donate so the children will gain that experience, and you want to mention that in the newsletter. Absolutely. If you didn't know and you're a subscriber to Compton in the Box, we will definitely feature that in the next newsletter or the following newsletter once we receive it. Absolutely. And by all means, you already know.
Perks.
Yes, those are perks. I knew you was yes, the perks of being a member of the Compton. Uh, wow, they are so beautiful. And you talk about the gift cards.
Yeah, we just launched the Made in Compton gift cards, and we sell one for $45 or $50 in value, or two for $75. So the more you buy, the better the deal get. It's just like compound savings. And we just started a gift card giveaway for good grades, students with good grades.
Absolutely. Well, tell us about that gift card for good grades giveaway. How does that work?
Well, if you come to the Made in Compton store and you show us your report card and you got a 3.0, we'll give you a $50 gift card.
Mm, way to go. Absolutely. Heard it here first, right here on micpt.com podcast. Note that I want to double back really quick about the gift cards. If you also are a subscriber to Compton in the Box, you can do the same thing. So, for instance, purchase two gift cards within your Compton in the Box and still get two for $75. So, I mean, it's just fun. Absolutely. When you're subscribe to Compton in the Box. And you can definitely subscribe to Compton in the Box online, micpt.com, anytime. Yes. You need
Wait,
any
you telling
assistance,
me
come to the store.
you get to get it out your box and you're already getting 50% off. So the $75 is really like 37.50.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Imagine that.
Oh
Imagine,
man.
imagine that.
I didn't even
So
think about that when we extended that to the people that's on the Compton in the box.
right. And then just imagine some people that's subscribe to Compton in the Box, they have their own events, their own pop-up shops and so forth. So and they utilize, the opportunity to gift the shot glasses, anything from Compton, the accessories that we have and everything. So just imagine now they're able to do that with gift cards. And so literally people that went to their event can come to Made in Compton store with the $50 gift card and shop. That's amazing.
Oh man, it's just wide open.
Mm-hmm. So now honorable mentions on a blog. So again, oftentimes, people are looking for, just somebody to share some information about what they're doing. So yeah, definitely in this year, um, look, this year episode of blogs, I'm going to share, for example, there's Nacho Boulevard. Shout out to Nacho Boulevard here, right here on the podcast. But these honorable mentions on the blog, not necessarily are people that are have to be, subscribed to Compton in the Box. The blog, uh, is really neat that sometimes people say, oh, but blogs are too long and that type of thing. Well, here's something to share. Like, you never know if you're going to be featured. You never know if the business is going to be featured. So check out the blog. The blog is definitely meaningful and impactful, and yes, most of the time it's long, and it's longer than the newsletter. But if you subscribe to the Compton in the Box, and you're on the newsletter too, you see a lot of different things that are featured and pictures. But definitely, by all means, you can come in to the store and put your email on the list, and I will add you to the newsletter as well. Okay, so the blog is out there in the Google world, so but the newsletter comes right to your email, so when we have new items and different things like that. So it's pretty cool. All right, moving on. We have here the new year, this wheel of agenda as we're using it as today. Okay, how about that? Author services. And I was just thinking about Dr. Briscoe. She has been featured, her book is featured for this month. Absolutely. And her book is located in the faith based clothing area of the Made in Compton store, right up top. So, you want to talk about more about the author services?
Yeah, for $40 a month, you can get your book placed in the Made in Compton store. We'll market and promote your book, and we'll introduce your book to every customer coming through the door.
Nice, absolutely. And there's opportunity too. If you would like Bone to assist you with getting a poster put in the store, he'll actually take down one of his posters of his book and put your poster of your book in the Make Hop the store. That helps you celebrate you and get more, you know, traction for your book inside the Made in Compton store, right, Bone?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So check this out. One time packages. Now, the one time packages, we do have pictures of those. And once we conclude the Wheel of Agenda, we will go over those one time packages. And before we do that, just really quick, Bone, you want to share something about those one time packages?
Yeah, the one-time packages is us thinking outside the box because we know everybody don't want to be locked into a subscription, but everybody want to be able to get the perks of the Compton in the box. So we created 7 one-time packages. Well, actually 8 one-time packages for Compton in the box, and we're gonna share those right after we get through with the wheel of names.
Absolutely. All right. Moving forward, let's check this out. This is the one and only. Oh, yeah. About being a guest on podcast. Now, this was uh, just out of habit, but now we have more than one podcast. I mean, so many podcasts. I think the micpt.com podcast was first be only because we wanted to create more transparency about what takes place in the Made in Compton store was being offered, because we were hearing like there's so much going on in the store, like where do we go so we can remember or reflect or process what is offered in the Made in Compton store. Because I mean, we can see the pictures of the people that's traveling from different places in the world, and we see the pictures, but we don't really hear them communicating or and what have you. So here was a way to get people to understand and or to learn more about the Made in Compton store by doing the micpt.com podcast on Saturdays. And then it came to pass where it was like a lot of people was like, I want to talk to Bone too. And I remember I was outside and I had the monitor out there, and I would have people that stop by, and like I was DJing outside and trying to do the clothes, sell clothes and accessories, as well as the bike sales in the parking lot. It was something else. And so I was like, oh my goodness, Bone, come on, you got to like do a podcast with your friends or something, And I was starting to collect the recordings of your friends giving you a shout out. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where Bone with Friends came about. We have a plethora of more podcasts, everybody. And yeah, if you want to be a guest on a podcast, you're finding that you like, this is your type of podcast, this is your type of podcast, or, because I mean, like even Bone's schedule, his calendar gets so full, like so right away, like he's already in March. He was in March, it seemed like right before January. So, but yeah, we have other opportunities at Bone. You can be on the show with a podcast with Bone. Yes, indeed. Is this something you want to share? Anything about the podcast before I move on?
Well, tune in tomorrow with Bone with Friends at 9.
Absolutely, absolutely. If you listen to this post here on a different platform, note that this Made in Compton Store home base is on MICPT Channel 12 Compton. Absolutely. Channel 12 Compton on YouTube. MICPT for Made in Compton. All right, check this out. This one is the one and only Teddy G campaign. Talk about Mr. Teddy G campaign.
The Teddy G campaign was created for foster kids. We wanted to be able to give every foster kid in the world a teddy bear. And with the help of people that shop at the Made in Compton store, we done gave out over 50 teddy bears to foster kids. We're looking for a new foster care agency in San Bernardino County right now so we can gift them to, kids out the county, because the first four drop-offs was in LA County. So we trying to, like spread them out now, get out our radius and reach out and touch some kids in other places.
Yes, absolutely. And with that in mind, Teddy G is so cuddly as well. And he's small enough to fit in anybody's backpack, that's in foster care. And sometimes, they just don't get to go back to the place when they were. So it's a great gift, even for children that are not in foster care. Yes, indeed. Oh my goodness. You've been having fun with these custom designs. Come on, talk about it.
Well, with the custom designs, no order is too small. You can get one t-shirt just the way you like it, or you can get 12 t-shirts, or you can get 100 t-shirts. It's totally up to you. The custom department is wide open, and we open for suggestions, and you can send your designs to factorhouse1 at gmail, and we'll turn them into a t-shirt.
Absolutely. And I'll roll the email at the bottom of the screen once we conclude this portion of the Wheel of Agenda. Absolutely. All right. So, just out of fun, we got to give a round of applause, absolutely, for the pop up shop package. Yes. You got to tell us about it.
Yeah, we got a pop-up shop package where you get the 10 most popular designs. You get 36 pieces of each. You get six sizes, six in each size, six in small, six in medium, six in large, six in extra large, six in 2X, six in 3X. And the total package is 360 shirts. We sell them to you for 4,000 and you make almost 12,000 back if you sell them as recommended.
Absolutely.
Oh, and
Absolutely.
we give you a rack and we give you 200 hangers. And we give you a poster with a menu of all the designs that you're carrying.
Nice. Absolutely. And as we come back, I'm going to put your email where they can send the vector file or pictures, their images that they would like on their t shirts, or hoodies or shorts. So, absolutely, so neat. I'm going to play this commercial and we'll be right back.
Step into the store, feel the vibe so pure. Young Christian, eternal faith, love's the only cure. Wear your hope on your sleeve, let your spirit glow. Support the youth, let their dreams grow. Young Christian, eternal faith.
All right, we're back here. I definitely want to make sure that's factorhouse1 at gmail.com, Bone.
Yes, that's it right there.
Okay, I wanted to put it there first before, because it's smaller in the bottom portion of the screen there. Absolutely. So, with that in mind, Bone, is this something you could share about a story or some type of background, especially you've been in business over 13 years right now?
Yeah. Well, I want to share one of the darker stories where I made some shirts for a bachelorette party for some girls that was going to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And after I delivered the shirts, the lady disputed the charge and got her money back. And I was like, wow. And then she posted the pictures on Facebook and I reposted them and said, told the story. And she
Mm-hmm.
told me she gonna sue me for slander. And I told her, well, go right ahead because all I did was told the truth and stated the facts. And
No.
sometimes that's how it is. Sometimes you don't get your money back, but you get your just due on exposing people that do dirty dealings. And that's why I wanted to say, just as long as you deal straight, we deal straighter. And that's the way our motto always been. We don't want to leave nobody with a bad taste in their mouth, and we don't want to leave nobody with work unfinished. So when we take the job, know that we're gonna complete it, and we're gonna complete it with satisfactory outcome. So come deal with us at the Made in Compton store and get what you paid for and a little more.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing. And I know sometimes, people say, well, why would he want to share something that's not as positive? But that's, something like we want to be transparent. This is micpt.com podcast. We have been transparent. We've been doing this podcast for like almost 3 years. if it's not already 3 years. And that's just what it's been. It's, a lot of experiences Bone has had being in business for 13 years, making it through the pandemic. And I know that that was a blessing to be able to get that order with the mask. It was something else to think fast and put that information on the window pane, the front window pane of the store about face masks and so forth. And then, we still have water and everything, and we still have masks. You got different color, different designs of the mask too.
Oh, and we still do custom face masks too.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Absolutely. So definitely, that's technically, yeah, also in called clothing. And so, with that in mind, there's a plethora of items. If this is your first time listening to micpt.com podcast, and if it was a suggestion that you wanted to be discussed because it's something that you didn't know about, or you would like more people to know, just like some people are like, how am I going to explain this Compton in the box when I get home? That type of thing. We actually have flyers. We have flyers last time. And then we have new flyers for this year, the 2026 version. So, I mean, we have and then the author services is just something unbelievable. They like, you really would help me write the book first? Absolutely. It really is. I get it. So much that we offer, and to have to go back home and try to share, they offer this, that, and this. They need a brochure, that type of thing. But if it's something in particular and for a certain reason, we would love to have that participation. Yes. So by all means, leave a comment or come to the store and share with us. And we're, listening. And now I want to share the packages that we were discussing when we were using the wheel of agenda. So, Bone, a music lover, and can you tell today why did you decide to do a music lover edition?
Because we still have a lot of records. We still got a nice catalog of records. And I like blending the records with the clothing because it's all a part of the culture. So, with the Compton in the Box Music Lover Edition, you get your pick of 5 CDs, all under the Factor House releases. You get 2 shot glasses, 2 wine glasses, and a t-shirt, a gaming safe t-shirt, and you get a notebook. So the Music Lover Edition is flexible. You can get what you pretty much like to listen to, and you can get something to drink with and something to take notes with and a t-shirt for memorabilia.
Nice, absolutely. Especially with everything that's going on in the world about, some people say vinyl, some people say there's no more vinyl, but there's a lot more resurgence that there are vinyls. And I even seen DJ Jazzy Jeff showing how they're doing their, the DJing, and I'm not sure if it was a competition right off right offhand right now, but it was so much fun to watch. And definitely they were using vinyl, and it's just something else that I think is part of humanity, that a lot of people, we listen to music. That's one of our five senses, sound. So I'm really happy that you chose to do a music lover edition. That was before they really started doing a more of a resurgence of talking about vinyl and tape cassettes, CDs and everything. But just a note, really quick, you all, that Bone does have disc one, disc two on USB, and this is his latest CDs after 10 years. This one, this two, and definitely are available online. And if you have an app store, Google Play Store, we also have an app. You type in Made in Compton Store, and it's free. And you can order through the app store as well. Definitely, if you're local, come right on here to the store, and we will assist you with whether USB or CDs. And definitely note that Bone has his book, The Game Ain't Safe. And I know we talked about author services as well. Since we're talking about music, I want to share your book as well. And just really quick, this is a picture of Teddy G. If you haven't seen Teddy G outside of the store on a different video, here's Teddy G outside of the store right there. And here is another picture of Teddy G in the store. And he is very small and made in Compton Store, but it's so adorable. And now he sits inside the store window on the top of a made in Compton Store box. And that literally is an example of the box that will be shipped to you along with the tape that you see right there if you so subscribe to Compton in a Box. Yes, indeed. And today, Bone, we really didn't talk about a robe, but that is the one and only made in Compton robe, the first luxury item in the store. Yeah.
Or
So
on the
back.
way.
Absolutely.
More colors.
Nice. Nice. And now we're back to the Compton in the Box. These are the collector's box edition one right here. And you want to speak about that collector's box?
Yeah, the collector's box is it pay tribute to the old English Compton, the original, the one brought made famous by NWA and Easy E. We have the snapback, the t-shirt, the beanie, and the face mask. And you get a CD of your choice with it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then there's a family fun box right there. Just want you to know we do have basketballs, made in Compton Store basketballs that you don't see featured here. But yeah, tell us about why it was it important for us to create a family fun box.
Well, sometime when the families they get together now, everybody be on their phone, and it's still not like a family event. So we want to, put together a package that create games that encourage families to interact with each other. So, you can get a game of cards going, you can get a game of dominoes going, or if you got younger kids, they can play with the frisbee. You can play with the frisbee with them, or you can teach them how to play with the yo-yos. And what's a better way to keep track of time with a calendar?
Nice. Absolutely. That part right there.
And
And
don't forget Teddy G sitting in the back.
that part, exactly. And with that in mind, it makes you think about school. And yes, we have more boxes that we'll have to make, absolutely, because we've been selling the Dominguez High School, Centennial High School T-shirts, Centennial hoodies. So we definitely have some different versions of T-shirts for Centennial and Compton High School. I'm sorry, in Dominguez High School, just so you know. And I went to Dominguez High School, so no pun intended with that right there. So, yes, the Compton High School box is available. You just let us know. And as you see, that's the front and the back side of a Compton High School t shirt. And Bone, you want to speak to the rest of the information that's located here on the Compton High School box?
Yeah, and like Nichelle was saying, you can create a Compton in a Box Centennial High School edition or Dominguez High School edition. And we'll, compliment you with both t-shirts and a hat to match with a tumbler and a koozie. And you get a calendar to keep track of what's going on during that year.
Nice, absolutely. And one other thing, something really neat would be an add-on. Like they say, there's an and one in the store for Compton High School right now. There's an and one, and it's called, is it a giblet?
Yeah, a gibbet.
Okay, absolutely. For your Crocs shoes if you wear Crocs. Nice. Now here we have a tourist box. Shout out to LA Hood Life Tours and more tours. If you know anybody that have tour companies and looking for a destination for their customers or their guests, so that way they can get a souvenir from the iconic city of Compton, especially embarking upon, well, technically this is the year of the World Cup, right?
Yeah.
What is it called? Absolutely. And then we have, yeah, this is 2026 now. And it doesn't start though for a couple months, but yes, indeed. Note that we are here and looking forward to your tour. And we would just love to meet your tour guides and we can share information what we do for the tourists when they're inside the main Compton store. And definitely, we know that speed, accuracy, consistency is really desired because you all have to go to other places, travel, and make a time frame as well to get back to your original destination. So, yeah, we have all of that in mind, and there's been plenty of experience. And Bone, you've been with partnering with LA Hood Life Tour for how long?
I think the better half of 7 years.
Nice, nice, absolutely. So shout out to you all. And as you see there, people from around the world, many people like a shot glass or keychain. Definitely a head covering, such as a beanie. And there you see the old English beanie. And then there's a T-shirt, and we have another. That would be a T-shirt there, Bone, that says Hub City. And now actually we have a couple more different colors of that very T-shirt I'm looking at. New in the store this week.
Absolutely. We got olive green and navy blue.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. As well as more black. Now, the legacy box. And we often talk about legacy and generational wealth when we talk about books and so forth. But check this out, this legacy box. Check, why did you decide to call it a legacy box?
Well, like I said, because Easy E made this design so famous, and
Mm-hmm.
it's almost tied to the legacy of Compton because Easy E and the legacy of Compton is synonymous when it comes to the world on a world scale.
Not
So, we created the legacy box to honor Easy and to honor just, the original Compton, Compton swap meet, and that whole era, the 80s and the early 90s.
nice. Absolutely. Well, definitely it is one of a kind right there. And going forward, yeah, the golf course was really um good to lunchtime at Dominguez. Absolutely. They had some nice snacks back there on the golf course. Now we have Compton in the box, rest and relaxation box. And it's something about that robe. How did you be? I mean, what was the process of choosing such a nice robe?
Well, I got tired of getting the same stuff for Christmas. And I said, let me find something real nice that dads and moms alike can get gifted for Christmas and their birthdays. So we went through a strenuous process of reviewing different stuff of higher quality, ultra quality products. And the robe was nominated. I mean, it just came in as the softest and the most luxurious item that I could find at the moment. So
Mhm.
right now we about to start adding other colors to the robe. We're gonna do the blue, we're gonna do the pink, and all of them has the gray trim.
Mhm.
So look out for the new color robes coming this year.
Nice, nice, nice. And then we are talking about we came up with a package for a Tipsy Tuesday. You want to talk about the Tipsy Tuesday podcast edition one box?
Oh yeah, the Tipsy Tuesday package is this for the drinkers. Wine drinkers, cognac drinkers, vodka, Cavassier drinkers, and discreet drinkers. You got the flask, and then you got the various glassware. So it's something perfect for social gatherings and just friends meeting up to have a drink after work.
Nice. Absolutely. Well, thank you for sharing. Those are the packages. We have actually shared what Teddy G looks like if it was from anybody new, and this is what we were talking about for is the campaign. We have this flyer on the front of the Made in Compton Store window. Donate a Teddy G to a foster kid. And I tell you, it's been such joy to see so many people donate Teddy G's by all means. Oh, and but it was so sad to hear the lady who is a grandparent now to share with us that she was just reflecting. Like she said, I was in foster care, but I don't remember not one time ever receiving a teddy bear. And all the stuff I was going through, I would have loved to have had been given a teddy bear when I was in foster care. Wasn't that something?
Man, that's deep. It just let us know how important the mission that we own is and the impact that it's having on the kids.
Absolutely. If that can have that much of an impact on grandmother who was in foster care. And that's the other thing. That's what I'm saying. Foster care has been around for a long time. And, so what about those children? So I'm so glad that, we have Teddy G. And Teddy G has t-shirts and hoodies and books to also cuddle up with. Yeah. Yeah. So, Bone, is there something else that you would like to share? I know that we have a plethora of items, and there's more. I just shared a picture here, as you see, an older picture, and I'll have to get another picture going because there are so many different, like you said, drink accessories. Now you have more stickers. We have, just a plethora more drink accessories that's not right there. Like we don't see the yo-yo, and I could put a basketball on the table, different things. So, what is that like to see the progression of, things that you have to offer?
Man, it's just a constant building. It's like brick by brick. And I remember when I got the dominoes, because it was some older cats that like playing dominoes, and they said, you know what? If you got some Compton dominoes, I will buy them. I would love to have my own private set of Compton dominoes. So when I whip them out and spank on my partners, they'll know where it came from. And I'm like, you know what? That's a good idea. I like the way you put that. And then that launched the search for the dominoes. And we
Wow.
found them because at first, when I found the dominoes, they wanted like $60 a set. And I said, I won't even be able to put a price on that because they're already too damn expensive. And then I searched, and then I found some a little cheaper. But the margin on the dominoes is slim pickings. So just know we don't make a profit off of everything in the store. Some stuff we got in the store just so we can have it there so people can get it because it was a want and it was a need. So just know that the main Compton store is dedicated to supplying what people want and bringing it to life. So if you have any ideas, leave them in the comments and we'll research it and we'll see if we can make that happen.
Absolutely. And just really quick, I'm going to take us to a couple of commercials just in case there is something else that you want to impart on this podcast. Absolutely. Okay.
Okay.
Big shout out to all our amazing customers who've already jumped on board the Compton in a Box. Your support means the world to us. We've revamped our website to make it even easier to join the subscription. For upcoming months, don't miss out on the excitement. Head back to your cart on micpt.com and subscribe today. Let's make every month a Compton celebration. Compton in a Box. Subscription perks. micpt.com Compton in a Box. VIP experience appreciation. Head back to your cart on micpt.com.
Absolutely. That part right there. Gotta love it. Now, with that in mind, I was wondering if I could find that really quick, but for some reason, I'm not sure where it took me. But I was looking for your post of the 10 different t shirts. So we'll do that for next month, or I'm not next month, for next week. So that way, actually, I can create a video so you can see, what that entails, a package. Absolutely, for a pop-up shop, because a lot of people are about to start doing a lot of pop-up events, with the summer coming and everything. So here you'll have an idea what that looks like. hmm So, Bone, is there something you'd like to share before we conclude this podcast?
Yeah, all this year we'll be making short limited run edition t-shirts for the Compton in a Box subscribers, and we'll be sending it to them with a matching hat. So be on the lookout. If you're a Compton in a Box subscriber, you're gonna get a treat that we don't normally sell in the store, and you'll be like the only few people that'll get that treat. So be on the lookout and be ready when you open the box to be surprised.
Wow, nice. Well, with that in mind, I might as well share. It's only 47 seconds. How to subscribe.
Thank you for subscribing to Compton in a Box. This will take a few short moments to subscribe to Compton in a Box. Make a selection for your t-shirt size and box you would like to subscribe to. Select Add to Cart. Click to check out the Compton in a Box. Look below Sign in and click on Create Account. It's small, but it says Create Account underneath Sign in. Choose Ship and there will be a shipping fee, or choose Pick up if shopping in the local area. Add your monthly payment information. Click in the Pay Now area and thereafter you will receive a thank you message.
All right now, Bone. Yes, indeed. So, with that in mind, I want to just commend you once again. I mean, you've tried to make so many things. I mean, well, not just try, but I know it's trying when it's in progress. But the fact that you made so many things available, from website to getting on Yelp, to help people that get to the store better, to having a Google and Apple app on site, so that way people that just in the world of apps, because the world has changed. Some people don't type into the you know computer or the search bar as much. They use apps and they work through their apps. So you made that available. You made it where there's convenience, delivered to your door, whether you're local or far, and with that in mind, we have our own way of using click and ship, so we can create the labels at the store, and so we can actually ship to other people. Like, some older people have came to the store as well to ask, well, I want to buy so and so one of these, Compton High alumni, but they live so far, but I don't really want to go to the post office, or that's going to be a little bit more for me. I got so many things to do, or I'm tired, I got to go home. And now we're able to provide that service. And I mean, it's some of these other things that wasn't on the list of the will of agenda that takes place in the Hayden Compton store. It is so many. It would be seem like an exhaustive list. And I get it why some people say, you guys offer so much, but I don't know what to tell my family. Like, all I tell them is just they got to come up here for themselves. They got to just see for themselves. That's it. You know what I mean? I mean, this thing with the Compton in the box, you got people talking about the box. People coming into the store about talk about, I want that box, whatever the box is. What's the box? Tell me about the box. I need this box. And so, I mean, that's really neat because, I mean, of course, yeah, there's a lot going on for us, like people getting delivered their items, from other, superstores, food stores. It's something about the culture, this niche of Compton that's known all over the world. And it's something about getting their t shirt from the exact place, the heart of the city, not just going somewhere, and picking it up off a rack that is just a SKU number somewhere. This is just phenomenal, online, in person, over 13 years now is commendable. So I just want to say that at the top of the year. I know I usually don't give you compliments on the air and everything like that. And for some people, it might be just too much. I've seen people come off of the podcast. Of course, they want to hear you talk, but I'm going to just put it on here for the record. Yes, indeed, you're definitely appreciated. If I wasn't working there, and just because I grew up in the city, I'm a product of the Compton Unified School District as well. Even with, teaching master degrees and all these books I've written, that type of thing, is something about like, man, you representing my childhood. I remember hip hop. I remember the bucket hats. I remember these type of jackets with the zipper on the side. I had my penny loafers. Oh my goodness. And these hoodies feel all comfortable. I mean, I'm wearing one that some people like, you trying to say you big, or do you, or were you in the military, or whatever type of thing. Established in 1888, the gray and white with black, you know, um, camel. It feels good. It's so soft inside. Oh my goodness, it's a different soft than the robe I have. I have never ever had a robe as such quality. Never. Ever, and just to be able to know, out of all these books I've ever wrote, and share my link to, or pictures of my books, or anything, is nothing like having my book in a store. Like literally, it's down the street from where I lived at. Where I went to Kelly Elementary School, Roosevelt Junior High School, Dominguez is on the same street that I grew up. And my book is in the store front, and it's right there when you walk in the door. You'll see one of my books in a store. This is amazing to me. So, with that in mind, if anybody stay tuned when they listen in the beginning, from the beginning to the you watch this, listen this whole time, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. And boom, you have the floor.
I just want to say Compton in the Box is phenomenal. It's
Mhm.
so ahead of the game. It's like thinking about Uber when people were still riding taxis. I think when people catch on to the significance of Compton in the Box, it's going to really blow up, because to be able to shop online or to shop over the phone and have the products delivered to you, it's like futuristic. It's like almost like the Jetsons, almost like Uber Eats, where you look at the screen, you tap it, pay for it, and next thing you know, it's delivered to your door. That's the way Compton in the Box is. You tap it on the screen, or you talk to me and Michelle over the phone over a video call, and you pick out your items, and the next thing you know, it's delivered to your door. Or you come in the store and everything's already paid for. You just touch it. That, and that. How much left do I got? We tell you a tally, and you finish your bill up, and then you good for the month. And then you come back in the following month, you do the same thing. It's just an amazing service. It's just so convenient. It's so
Ab-
futuristic. I think it's going to be a little more latency before people actually catch all the way on to how good it is and how easy it is on life, on saving gas and going to the store and actually shopping. You can
mm,
have everything delivered right to your door.
Absolutely. And it's not just hats, jackets, joggers, and beanies. Literally, it can be, you can actually have the robe and the dominoes and the yo-yos, delivered as well. And it's something else about the local. What I mean? It is really neat, convenient, nearby community, um, friends, alumni, neighbors, family. That's really like around the corner, that live around the corner. If you don't want to have a box delivered to you, you can come to the store and be considered a Compton in a Box subscriber. You don't want all these boxes, but what you do instead, you come and pick out what you want. You do the basic box. You just let us know, like I'm coming to the store and on a day after my anniversary day, because you got to sign up online. You can sign up online in the store as well, but and you get your value that day. But the next month, by the next month, you will receive an email, and that email lets you know that we're expecting you. We have a calendar with your name on it and everything. So we already know that we are looking for you to come and get your box. And when we say get your box, that just means to come and choose what you would like, that for that month. And whether you get the box because you like the box, or you using a box for something, or you just getting your um items in a bag, but you're a Content in a Box subscriber. So it's really neat. You're local, you're just coming to shop, and it's amazing. People have just hesitated. They say, I can't believe it. I paid online. And we know. We actually expected you. Your name is on the calendar when we came in the store. So hi. Absolutely. If you didn't come on that day and it was the next day, it's okay. It's so neat that people are like, well, so I just get my bag? Yes, I was like, would you like for me to walk you to your car with your bag? You paid for it already, remember? But I got more than what I paid for. Y'all giving me over $100 worth of stuff. And you know what I mean? And it's just amazing. And it's really true. It's just like, in month after month, I'm like, what other store can you go to and just shop and then get it folded up for you, put in a bag, offered water, offered another, coupon, or whether it's a sticker somebody left at the store, or, it's an offer to be in on the next podcast, or get scheduled, or featured in a newsletter, all in the one stop. And you already paid online and you just walk to your car. It's something unreal. You're not kidding. But it's true. That's what we're doing. That's what we've been doing.
And you can use your balance to buy a gift card and make somebody else happy.
Man, exactly. Oh yeah, the beautiful gift cards. I wonder. Yeah, so the gift cards. I'm writing this down. I have to do a gift card commercial for the podcast, as well as a commercial for the packages, so you can see the 10 different T-shirts that you get in the pop-up shop. But if you're local, just come by the store and we'll show you the posters and everything, the rack, the hangers and everything. All right. So outside of that, knowing that you have the subscriber, I want to tell you that you can even purchase a raffle tickets. You know how we have the mystery box raffle? Well, you can purchase some of those $2 tickets as well, because somebody said, well, I only have $8 left in my balance, because they've shopped for shorts, a t-shirt, and beanie, and keychains, and pack of cards, or something, it depends on their box, because we have the basic, custom, and deluxe. And they like, I have $8. What do we have for $8? Okay, well, we have this sticker. I have that sticker. I don't really do stickers, or what have you. Can you imagine? Please note that we forgot. Absolutely, because it's right there. If you have ever been into the Made at Compton store, the raffle tickets are right there. So that's why I'm not sure why we don't have as many raffles, but I think it's because people just see so many other things that they want, and they're not even thinking about that raffle ticket. And that raffle ticket is to $66 or more. That, I think I need to add that somewhere. It's $66 or more in value for the mystery box. So to try for, $2 and you can purchase that out of your box that you've already paid for anyway, I would be getting 4 every month. You know what I mean? At least. But it depends on what box and how much you have left over. Because some people have $11 left over, and of course, we have a plethora of things that are valued at $11. From keychains, shot glasses, stickers, transparent stickers, and so forth. So it's up to you. How do you want to do that? But just know that that is definitely available as well. I know we did say we could talk a lot about the Compton box. There's so many benefits. It's unreal. Oh, Bone, I'm gonna share one more thing. You share because the bomber jackets. Come on now.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be running the bomber jackets again, and we're gonna do a few more new colors, and then we're gonna do like everything that we got and some plus some more. We're gonna do the LA Clippers, I mean the Compton Clippers, the Compton Lakers, and the Kang round here.
Absolutely. Okay, cool. And one other thing, can you share how a Compton in a box subscriber can benefit with purchasing? How they can purchase one of those bomber jackets with the Compton in the box?
Yeah, well, the bomber jacket is a little bit more than the basic. The basic you get 132. So you can give us the balance of $38, or you can skip a month and you can have a remaining balance of $94, and you can get the bomber jacket, and then you can come in and get your $94 worth of stuff too on top.
Wow. Nice. It's amazing. All right. Well, thank you very much. I mean, that's one thing with a podcast. You can pause and play, pause and play, pause and play. So hopefully you have enjoyed it. Those of you that have listened to this entirety on the first way through. And then I know those are people I know that they will write books, and they have this sustained um, attention span that I want to meet you so that way we can work together, so we can make some books, and we can coordinate and as well with information. So you keep up the great work, whoever you are, and at this point, and I'd like to know your name and assist you. All right. So outside of that, Bone, thank you so very much. And please tune in, everybody, tomorrow for Bone with Friends that airs at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I know that's some time frame between now and tomorrow. And we just never know who's going to listen to the podcast. And so we do try to give as much information, or we work to give as much information about the services and what we have to offer in the Made in Compton store on this podcast. And I think, of course, today we did it a little bit longer than we usually do if you've looked at and listened to previous podcasts. But just note, this is in the new year, and we're embarking upon a wonderful, wonderful new week. And that there's so many different events seem like to transpiring, and tomorrow's Sunday, Sunday fun day, and we heard that there's low riding events going on as well, so it's really exciting. So keep up the great work, everybody. Have fun safely, and with that in mind, I think, Bone, do you want to share anything else? Otherwise, I'm going to conclude the podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna start making the shorts early for the summer this year, and stop by the Made in Compton store and see what we got new, because it's always something new being put in the store.
Wow, nice. Absolutely. All right. Until next time, everybody, I'm going to play a commercial, and you all have a great, great time.
Peace.
Step into the store, feel the vibe so pure. Young Christian, eternal faith, love's the only cure. Wear your hope on your sleeve, let your spirit glow. Support the youth, let their dreams grow. Young Christian Eternal